Yeah, so in terms of greenside play, obviously there's a lot of different shots we have to play. I'd imagine you have areas where you're pretty comfortable, like you're pretty happy. What would they be?
I think generally I've always been quite confident around the greens.
Yeah.
Again, jokingly, missed a lot of greens when I was a kid, so you have to get quite good at it. Bunkers can be a bit of an issue recently, potentially a bit more my fault than the clubs, but I feel generally quite comfortable,
okay,
I would say.
That's good. Well, if bunkers are an issue, let's start in the bunker, and then we can work away from there. So what we'll do, we'll throw them in, because we want to keep it like similar to how it's going to be on the golf course. Unfortunately, you're not going to have to place it on the course, so let's just keep chucking them in. So we'll go first flag.
Yep. And this was the wedge we were quite liking.
This is the tee grind that's working really well from those 70-yard shots.
Okay.
Okay, let's hit a few just to get the feeling of the sand. So with the tee, you can really open it up. There's loads of hill relief, loads of trailing edge relief. So when you do want to create the height, you can get it really open and put a load of speed into it. Nice shot there.
Thank you. Oh, God. Oh, golfer.
So we've got this secret bunker weapon, and it's something people don't normally use. It's called a sand wedge.
Okay.
So clues in the name.
Yep.
Works really well.
I'm definitely someone that will just go default most loft.
100%, everyone does, yeah.
Came out nice.
Came out really well.
Slightly overhit, that's more my fault than the clubs.
So obviously there's a little bit less loft on it than you would with a lob wedge. So we don't need to put as much speed through it, but it'll allow you to open the face up more, which is going to give you more bounce, which is going to give forgiveness in a bunker. There you go. So, yeah, like you say, a lot of people just go grab a lob wedge. I'm in a bunker, get my lob wedge out, and then you stand looking and go, oh, it's 30 yards away. I can just about muscle it there. But we've got another option. We've got a sand wedge. We can lean on that. We can use the loft. We can use the sole on a sand wedge to give you that performance, to give you that strike. It's a really, really nice option that people don't really look at too much. Oh. There you go.
That'll work.
So like that shot there, it's a perfect example. The sole's helped you out. It's gone through the sand really nicely.
Good few inches behind.
Yeah, so it's that forgiveness, and you've still got, what, an 8-foot putt. I've
got a chance.
A chance to get up and down, which is all we're looking for, really, which is ideal. Let's go and hit a few from slightly closer range. So we'll start with your gamer. So how would you picture this shot on the golf course?
So open face. Again, probably stand a little bit closer to make sure I strike it well. Almost toe down a little bit, and then just feel like I cut across it. Try and stay nice and still.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been good. Imagine if I'd done it first take.
That's good. It's the whole point of a wedge fit. Let's find something. Okay, let's just switch to that one. Let's mix it up a little bit. Very good shot.
Thank you.
Very good. Do you feel any difference in the sole there?
Again, a bit like earlier, I don't know how it was different, but obviously it just felt nice. Probably the easiest way to explain it to someone else is it felt like the club head just kind of kept moving.
Yeah, that's good. That's another thing. People think you need to come out with all the technical terms when you go for a wedge fit, better or worse.
Like that just feels so easy to do now.
That's really good, yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't have to get all complicated. It's literally just which one do you like better? Does this one perform better? Does that one perform better? We just keep it really simple. You just hit shots. Went for a high one there. That was good. It's like I was saying before, it's just giving yourself a chance. So the first couple we hit, there's one just slightly short in the rough, one's gone over the back of the green. Now we've got 3 that are within 6 feet of the hole, and you've got 3 chances at saving par.
And I don't feel like I've done anything different.
No, no. Just let the club do all the work for you. And it's taken what would normally be a pretty tough shot, pretty high risk shot, and you just play that look almost stock shot. They look really easy. There you go, so even one that's popped up a little bit, it's come up a bit shy, it's just carried enough.
Again, still better than where I started with my own.
Just carried just enough to keep it there.
On the bank.
Let's just check one more shot. So we'll just play probably a shot you wouldn't normally hit with a 60.
Okay.
That's a lovely shot. Nice low flight, plenty of spin.
Yeah, it feels very grippy.
Yeah.
Like when you strike it, you can always feel the ball staying on the head.
That's it.
Shooting forward, and like you said, the centre of gravity, it's not, even with a 60, it's not there.
No.
It's coming out flat.
Flat, yeah. Very good. Hear the sound on that one. Oof.
Yeah, nice thud.
Yeah, so when we talk about spin as well, a real key part of that is the grooves. So we could put a lot of work into the groove shape and size.
Got under that a bit.
So yeah, we put a lot of work into the groove shape and size because it is one of the most important parts of the wedge. Spin milled, that's all to do with the grooves, it's how they're cut in, it's how they're developed. So we put all that in, put all the sharpness in, but one thing that you want to do is make sure they stay fresh.
Yeah.
So if you're someone who plays a lot of golf, say 125 rounds, and you're probably looking at a new lob wedge just to keep that spin in
125 rounds.
Yeah. So if you're someone who practices a lot, hits a lot of bunker shots, hits a lot of balls on the range, potentially looking at changing the lob wedge probably once a year if you're playing a lot of golf.
Yeah, if you got someone that's maybe retired, plays a lot of golf, playing 2-3 times a week, that 125 rounds, as you say, that's going to be a year.
Yeah, and it's not just for that shot that spins back. Like, we get people going, oh, you only need to spin, like, I'm not good enough to spin it, I'm not good enough to, like, take that control that the tour players get. But it's not just about that. We've done tests and some really good videos on Vokey.com where you can see what groove wear does.
Yep.
So if you get a wedge that's played 125 rounds, you're probably going to see 20 feet of rollout from 70 yards away, which is a lot. Like, you look at this green, say we get a green that, like this one that's 30 yards deep, you're going to have to pitch it within 10 feet of the front edge of the green to stop it before it rolls off the back. If you change that to a fresh wedge, it takes that rollout down to 8 feet.
And if you've got, like, this is quite slopey and you miss 100%. A slope because it doesn't stop and it rolls off, you've now got 30, 40 foot for a par potentially for if it was an up and down compared to 10 foot.
That's it. Yeah, so it makes your green bigger. If you got fresh grooves, you got more space to land it in because the ball's going to stop in a shorter distance.
And as amateurs, we're not good enough to hit it as close.
Exactly.
So let's give ourselves the best opportunity by giving yourself the tool to hit it as close as possible.
That's it. If you're someone who really struggles to stop the ball when you're hitting it over a bunker, or you find you're having to pitch a wedge shot short of the green and run it on, it's a good time to look at some fresh grooves because you might just give you that extra bit of stopping power where you can pitch it on the green.
But sounds sensible, makes a lot of sense.
Good. That was really good. So I hope that's helped a little bit.
No, very, very insightful. Thank you very much, Will.
Good. Pleasure.